The way medicine has changed, and there's good and there's bad obviously, but one of the ways medicine has changed that I think most physicians would agree is not good is it's become more about charting than it has been about patient care. We spend more of our times in front of computers and clicking boxes and making sure we get A, B, and C done as opposed to spending time with patients, and it's very frustrating.
One of our consultants is on the road and he runs across new technologies often. And he came back to the office and was explaining that he had seen this new technology that was a game changer in his opinion. I've seen so many physicians try different software products and then they give up on it because the physician's time is so valuable.
We've had microphones, we've had different ways of setting up our EMR that are supposed to make it easy, and I'd tried each of them, and ultimately I would always go back to just dictating and putting stuff in the EMR myself because none of it really worked. So
that's why I became so excited about this software, was that this software worked right out of the box, and I've never seen anything like that.
Patient presents today for evaluation of shortness of breath period. I was not overly optimistic when I got this, but I'm always willing to give it a shot.
Our first priority was to improve the patient encounter to the fullest extent that we could.
About halfway through my first clinic using iScribe, I realized this was different. It was extraordinarily user-friendly, and I sped through my first clinic using it. I mean, there were a few speed bumps just kind of figuring out your way you would anything, but honestly, about halfway through my clinic, I knew exactly how it worked, and there were almost no issues. That includes the speech to text. He denies wheezing period.
We have a physician, Brian Sumrall, who was our biggest user of dictation. He had about $1,400 worth of dictation every month. And after using iScribe, he brought that expense down to about $400 a month, which is pretty substantial savings.
Worked amazingly well out of the gate, and the more I've used it, the more it has learned me. And now it almost never makes any kind of mistake when I go through. There's very little I ever have to correct on the speech to text at this point. It's only been a month or two that I've been using it.
It allows the physician to orient to the patient face to face, whereas before our physicians were forced to turn their back to the patient so that they could type into a typical desktop computer.
And as I'm talking to the patient, I have the iPad directly in front of me, and I'm able to interact with both the patient and the iPad at the same time.
I would buy iScribe even if the dictation savings weren't there. It's the increased revenue that you have a right to, that you've earned, and that's appropriate, is possible when you dictate properly. And that's what iScribe helps you to do better than anything we've seen.
It kind of keeps everything right in front of me as I'm dealing with the patient. Instead of like I talk to the patient, then I go out and look at the computer, because I'm having to kind of do the patient evaluation, then do my dictation and EMR work once the patient's gone a lot of times.
So we asked for a demo of 3 physicians. Once we got them set up, the different physicians that saw how the application was working got very excited about it, and they wanted it as well. And so we went to 10, and now I just learned that we're now at 20 users, and so that's 2/3 of the company. So I imagine before too long we'll have all 30 and we'll be off and running.
I'm probably done with my clinic probably about 33% faster than I was previously. It's a huge number. It has just streamlined the whole operation. It's got it back to more to the way it should be, which is allowing me to take care of patients as opposed to, I guess, a clerk. So with it being more efficient, the patients actually seem to be much happier just kind of rolling through the clinic the way they are now. Overall, everything just works much more smoothly. iScribe is absolutely a game changer. Like if I would be extraordinarily upset if all of a sudden iScribe went away tomorrow. I'm not real sure what I would do.